My name is Samir, and I am 19 years old. My vacation had started after the final exams of higher secondary. So, I wanted to take permission from my mother to visit my uncle's house. My uncle had gotten married just 15 days ago. Because of this, my mother had forbidden me from going to their house. But it had been many years since I last visited my uncle's place. I couldn't even attend his wedding because I had exams at that time. This time, I was very excited to meet my uncle and also wanted to meet my new aunt. My father had said that I could visit him some other time, but I wanted to spend my vacation days at my uncle's house. I also wanted to visit the city where my uncle lived. So, I started insisting that my father drop me off at my uncle's place. Sometimes, I think it would have been better if I hadn't gone to my uncle's house at that time, because, at such a young age, my aunt made me feel something that completely changed my life. That day was a Sunday. My father came to drop me off at my uncle's house. But when we arrived, the house was locked from the outside. We thought that my uncle and aunt had gone out somewhere. When my father called my uncle, we found out that they had gone shopping and would be a little late returning. So both of us stood outside the house waiting for them. After about 2 hours, my uncle and aunt returned home. As soon as they arrived, my father handed me over to them and left. My aunt was wearing a mask, and she was sitting close to my uncle on his bike. As soon as we entered the house, my aunt removed her mask, and my eyes fell on her. She looked like a heroine from a movie. My aunt was very beautiful, but my uncle wasn't particularly good-looking. My eyes were fixed on her. Then my aunt spoke to me. "Hey, nephew, what are you looking at? I've been calling you for a while." Hearing this, I was startled. I told my uncle that I was fine and hugged him. Seeing me after so many years, my uncle was very happy. My aunt came close to me and hugged me. It didn't feel like it was my first time meeting her. 2 days had passed since I arrived at my uncle's house. My aunt had taken great care of me. The way my uncle and aunt behaved made me feel like I would spend my entire vacation there. But I had no idea that this decision would later take such a turn that it would completely change my life. On the third day, when I woke up in the morning, it was 8 o'clock. I came out of my room and saw my uncle packing his bag. Seeing him packing, I asked, "Uncle, why are you packing so early in the morning? Where are you going?" My uncle then told me that he had some urgent work and had to go abroad for 2 months. I said, "What are you saying, Uncle? It's only been 2 days since I arrived. And you're leaving so soon? I won't let you go anywhere." My uncle replied, "This is a huge opportunity for me. If I miss it, no one would be a bigger fool than me. This job's experience could land me a big position later." Seeing how serious my uncle was about his work, I didn't say anything else. I told him, "Fine, I'll call my father in the evening and go back home. If you're not here, what's the point of me staying?" Then my uncle said, "Samir, since I won't be here, it's your responsibility to take care of your aunt. You can't leave until I return. You have to look after everything she needs. And remember one thing, your aunt is very afraid of the dark. So, if she needs any help, you must assist her, no matter what it is." At that time, I didn't fully understand the meaning of no matter what. But later, the way my aunt made me understand it was something I had never imagined. That night was a Sunday. My father had come to drop me off at my uncle's house. But when we arrived, the house was locked from the outside. We assumed my uncle and aunt had gone out somewhere. When my father called my uncle, we learned they had gone shopping and would be a little late. So we waited outside. After about 2 hours, my uncle and aunt returned. As soon as they arrived, My father handed me over to them and left. My aunt was wearing a mask and sitting close to my uncle on his bike. Once inside, my aunt removed her mask, and my eyes fell on her. She looked like a movie heroine, extremely beautiful, while my uncle wasn't particularly handsome. My gaze lingered on her. Then, my aunt teased, "Hey nephew, what are you staring at? I've been calling you." Startled, I quickly hugged my uncle, saying I was fine. Seeing me after so long, my uncle was overjoyed. My aunt hugged me, and it didn't feel like our first meeting. 2 days passed, and my aunt treated me very well. Their behavior made me want to stay the entire vacation. But I had no idea this decision would later take a turn that would change my life forever. On the third morning, I woke up to find my uncle packing. He explained he had to go abroad for 2 months for work. Reluctantly, I agreed but decided to return home since he wouldn't be there. My uncle insisted I stay to look after my aunt, especially since she feared the dark. That night, during a power outage, my aunt clung to me in fear. Her touch unsettled me. I had never been so close to a woman before. We talked for hours, and she shared how she and my uncle had a whirlwind romance and married quickly. The next morning, she acted normal, but things felt different. Over days, I noticed strange behaviors, like catching her watching inappropriate content. One night, she asked me to sleep in her room due to her fear of darkness. I agreed, unaware of her intentions. Days passed, and I started feeling unwell, constant stomach pain and weakness. My aunt seemed overly affectionate, but I dismissed it. Then, one evening, the police arrived with my father and uncle. They revealed my aunt was part of a scam, drugging me to exploit me. My uncle had changed his identity to marry her, and they were con artists. Shocked, I realized my aunt had been poisoning me. My father had suspected something and alerted the police. The woman I thought was my aunt was a criminal. This experience taught me the harsh truth. Some people manipulate relationships for selfish gains. Not all bonds are genuine. My uncle's greed blinded him, and my innocence nearly cost me dearly. Friends, let me know how you found this story in the comments. If you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.